You said it.
No, I was gonna set it.
Well. Alright.
What's going on, YouTube? I guess we're live.
We are live on Woody's channel.
Doing this, yeah. Load it up on your phone so you can see the cut. Damn it, people are already messaging me. I gotta turn that off. Hold on.
I gotta turn that off.
Damn. My phone blows up all the time. I apologize.
Freaking Woody.
Yeah, kind of a big deal. Damn phone people messaging me questions all the time. Your ass is live on to the world. Is that a T680? Negative, sir. That is a Lone Star. As you can see, we got the we got the
this one's a little bit harder.
We got the captain's chair set up here. We're chilling. We're chilling here.
Man.
Yeah. Making all that money while we sit.
I'm gonna go ahead and share this out real quick.
Yeah, share it out.
I'm gonna let the world know that we're over here on Woody's channel about to spill out some truth serum.
About to, yeah, reveal the truth of RST salary and everything else we got going on over here. So, this is the kind of truck you get. You want to turn the AC off?
Hey, look, you're live.
This is the kind of truck. How about that? Feedback. Sorry, feedback loop. But we're going to answer any questions you guys have about RST today. Any concerns, comments, etc. Let us know how you feel. And I had to stick up for you guys. Tired of this shit. That's what I'm talking about, Kenny. There's a lot of people throwing negative energy out there, and the best thing to do when you see somebody throwing out negative energy is just ignore it and move on, and eventually it'll go away, hopefully. That's been my process through this whole YouTube journey forever, is just ignore the negative energy, ignore the haters when I can, unless they come directly to me, and then I just, you know, if I see that it's just hate, I just block them. I ain't got time for the bullshit. Why did you come back to trucking, little guy? Thought you were done with trucking.
I explained it in a video a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
But I'll explain it again. I came back because I knew where my strength was. See, sometimes you gotta fall, and fall hard, in order to realize where your strong suit is. And I'm just good at this trucking stuff, and I'm also good at entertaining you guys, and I'm also good at making people smile. So not only am I a halfway decent truck driver, I'm an entertainer secondly. So that's why I'm back. You know,
so
there's many reasons.
Trucking with, somebody said, so I'm in Ohio, what can you do for me? We hire out of all lower 48 states, so it doesn't matter where you live. We can get you, if we have to. If we can't pick you up, if one of our drivers can't pick you up, we'll get you a plane ticket. That's what RST does. At this point in time, we refuse to use Greyhound. We know how much that sucks. Getting on a Greyhound, it's something that I've never wanted to experience. It's something that I don't want my drivers to have to experience at Woody's. And you know, because I'm growing my fleet here as well. And you know, RST does not want to put drivers through something that we wouldn't want to be put through, because it's a driver-oriented company. The owner still drives himself, so or one of the owners still drives truck himself. So if you live in Ohio, not a problem. If you live in Florida, not a problem. If you live in California, not a problem. Doesn't matter. Even if you live all the way up in Maine, we do prime logistics freight. So anywhere prime goes, we go. I missed some of those questions.
I'm responding to some of them.
Okay, what you got? There was another
Katrina
one.
says hi, by the way.
Oh, hi, Katrina. I make salary $82,000 where I am. Can they be competitive wages or no? That depends on what you're doing, because what we have is 100% no-touch freight, unless you're on flatbed, which you get 100% of the tarp pay that comes in for that. So for the flatbed guys, you get paid to load and unload, so your pay's gonna be a little bit higher. But plus, I believe they start at 52 for flatbed, 50 for reefer. So the $50,000 salary is starting pay. That's what everybody starts at. Now, if you want to make more money, it depends on your performance. If you perform really well and you're above average, you're going to get bonuses. You're going to get, which we're still figuring out exactly what those bonuses are going to be. But that's up to Chris and myself when I hire a driver, what I want to pay.
See, you got to remember, this company is just a little over a year old.
It'll be
right?
April
16?
2 years old. 2 years old in April is how old the company will be. But they came in with a significant investment to buy trucks and to do something different that nobody else is doing. What's going on, Pale Rider?
Pale Rider in the house.
Hold on, where's my coffee? I didn't get no coffee.
I got a Monster in the fridge if you want one.
Old joke, right?
Speaking of which, I'm fucking thirsty. Want a water?
Fake news. I'm good.
Want a cheese stick?
No.
Want a Kit Kat?
Kit Kat.
I got
No, I
Kit
can't
Kats.
eat that.
Would you like a strawberry banana yogurt?
I can't eat
Fat
that
free.
either. I need the fat.
Oh,
Wait a
Jesus. Shit's going on, people.
So I have to ask, is this the next Travel Loco? No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Straight up, no, it's
Did you imagine? No, look, hey, look. Let me break it down to you this real quick, because somebody had said something in a video a little over 24 hours ago that is conveniently not available anymore.
Oh, the video got deleted. So
the video has been deleted.
This is how I look. Just let me say this real quick. This is how I look at it. If you delete a video, if you come out and you said something and you delete the video, your point is moot. It's irrelevant. If you feel you have to delete the video, then what you said didn't really matter. What you said, you don't stand behind. In case you guys haven't noticed, I don't delete videos. Even the video of us drunk having fun the other night is still up there. Why? Because I don't care.
I deleted mine because of the heated 9/11 discussion. I didn't want to.
Well, the 9/11 discussion was a little exciting, but you know that's been going on for decades. So, for over a decade. So, you know, it just is what it is. But
anyway, yeah. So the video was fucking deleted. Excuse my French.
Great. Now I'm not going to get any ad revenue. Oh no, the money. Oh no,
hey, somebody please send Woody some money.
Don't. I don't. I'm good. I make more money from
Here
trucking.
comes the super chat. Watch.
I turned it off actually.
Oh, good. Me too.
There's no. As you guys notice, there's no dollar sign down there. I don't do this to get money from people. I do this because it's kind of a hobby and it's fun. I like making videos. But anyway, that's kind of a shots fired.
Let me break this down.
But
you know, in layman's terms for you, when it comes to trucking, I've driven a truck I've driven by mileage pay, I've driven by revenue, and I've done it locally, I've done it over the road, I've done it regionally, done it everywhere. But I've never done it for a salary before. Okay, now let me break this down to you real quick. Somebody had said in this deleted video that was up the other day that you should be paid for the amount of work you do. And I agree with that. Okay, that's a valid point. Because they had said that 1 week you could drive 2,000 miles or 2,500 miles. And then the next week you could drive maybe 3,500 miles. And, you know, you're not going to be compensated, you know, for working harder. You're going to get paid the same amount of money no matter what. Yes. Okay.
Yes, but that, like I said before, that performance, your performance level, like if you're consistently getting over 3,000 miles every week, you're making the company good money. The company, once the company can afford to pay you more, if you're bringing more value to the company, you're going to get paid more money.
Not only that, but let me put it to you this way. Here are the benefits of the salary.
It's a salary, but it's not a fixed salary. It's a starting salary of $50,000. So, no, we do not have our own load board, but we're partnered with Prime Logistics, which has, that is their load board. We're partnered with Prime, and they have basically an unlimited amount of freight for us to haul, flatbed or reefer. with Prime Logistics. Also, we haul up to Canada and Alaska, which is not required, but if you want the opportunity to go to Canada and Alaska, it is available with the Carlisle Freight.
Here's the salary thing in a nutshell for you guys out there that want to nitpick about, you know, work load or level. You know, if you've been out on the road for anything over a couple of months, you know how freight works in a sense. Now, there are days where the freight is abundant. You know, you just happen to be in the right place at the right time. You're making lots of miles. Your deliveries are going really well, and yeah, you're killing it. But then the following week is the complete opposite. You're stuck in a door for 12 hours. You ran out of your clock. You're stuck in traffic. There is no load. I mean, there's been plenty of times at numerous companies that I've worked for where I sat for an entire day or two waiting for a load.
There is no company out there that can guarantee you're going to run 100% of the time and that you're going to run 3,000 miles every week. There's no company out there that can guarantee that. So RST understands trucking. We understand the averages. We understand what you're going to be able to make on average, and that's why we start at what we start at. We could start at 40,000 a year, but I don't think that would be enough money.
No.
You know, if you look at the industry averages, an average company driver may only take home $600-700 a week. We guarantee a $960 check before taxes every week, and yes, that's a W-2. So RST is paying the payroll taxes, the Social Security, paying all of that for you. All right, it comes out. So
let me put it this way: wouldn't you rather have peace of mind knowing that? First of all, let's talk about small things, okay? Nice ass truck, obviously. Sirius XM radio, DirecTV, a power inverter, an APU, and a refrigerator. All of the major necessities needed to be comfortable over the road in a truck. Secondly, you're being paid a salary, okay? You're being paid a salary whether you're on home time, whether you're stuck in a dock, whether you're at the hospital, whether your truck is broken down, whether anything. So, yeah, okay, I ran 2,200 miles, and then the next week I ran 3,500 miles. Yeah, but I'm still getting paid the same. Oh, but I worked so much harder. I should be getting... You will be. There are bonus programs being developed as we speak. But forget all the bonuses. Even if there was no bonuses being developed, wouldn't you rather have the peace of mind knowing that you're being paid the same amount every week, whether you're on home time or not?
Yep. And the thing is, you know, I see a lot of questions come in. I apologize if we missed somebody's question. But, you know, the home time is a big thing. You're basically getting paid vacation every time you go home.
Yeah.
All right? So, it's an OTR company, so we request that you stay out a minimum of 3 weeks. For some people, that's not going to work out. Okay. If that's not for you, then that's fine. You don't have to come here. It's not slavery.
No.
You know, you have a choice to make. It's just an option for people that already do OTR, like OTR, and want something that's more consistent. Because the paycheck is consistent. You can actually plan, you can actually budget properly because you're not worried about, you know, you're not stuck in traffic. Oh crap, this is going to affect my paycheck. I'm not getting my miles this week.
Okay, you're not worried about,
you know,
oh my God, did I get my detention pay because I
yeah.
knew that load was going to be late or whatever. And like, it really comes down to this. It's the peace of mind knowing that you'll be able to come up with a budget, come up with a plan, and stick with it, okay? I don't care, you know, if you're one of those guys, yeah, you know, you're leasing a truck and you're out there killing it, that's great. That's amazing. Do your thing. But if you don't want to have the hassle and the headache of dealing with all of that extra responsibility, and you just want to enjoy your job, what better way to do it than get a salary? Okay? When I went to Raven, I went from Werner to Raven. Okay, and at the time, Raven was like a 15-cent a mile jump for me from Werner. Raven's up over like 52 cents a mile now, by the way. But anyway, I was like, oh my God, all this money per mile, you know? But still, I wasn't getting paid while I was at home. So I'm like, okay, I did 3 weeks out. Now I'm going to take 3 days off. That's going to affect that upcoming paycheck because I'm at home.
So then when you come back out of the house,
you're like, oh man,
I
need to have a good week because I just spent 3 days or 4 days at home. You don't have to worry about that when you're being paid a salary, okay? It comes down to this, people. It's peace of mind.
I figured it out. If you figure out the math, if you run 100,000 miles a year, which is very doable on e-logs, which is what we're on. This is the thing. We're looking at the future of the industry. Okay, we know that the e-log mandate's coming. No protester is going to kill it now. It's in the law. Okay, maybe in the future it'll be taken out. Who knows? But that's not how you run a business. So the way we're running this is it's all going to be on e-logs, and it's all figured out as far as hi Ike Stevens, what's going on?
It's pretty big when you get like, kind of a big deal when you get Ike Stevens in your feet.
Basically, it's figured out. You have a maximum amount of hours that you can run legally for your ELD clock for the hours of service. So that automatically cuts the amount of money you can make. All right.
And then with I don't mean to interrupt, but with that being said, the big stigma is, oh man, when the ELD mandate comes out, no truckers are going to make any money. You don't have to worry about that if you're being paid a salary. You see, and I'll tell you straight up, I'm not afraid to tell it. You know, when I was running as an owner-operator, running illegal was like a thing to do in order to make the extra coin. And, you know, all that extra anxiety about your logbook, oh my God, yeah, you know, and then the dispatcher, you can make that load, right? You can get this done, right? Look.
That's actually illegal for a company to do that. For a company to call you or send you a message over the Qualcomm and say, hey, come on, you know, that's coercion. You know, basically they're coercing you to risk your CDL and your livelihood to get a load delivered. No load is that important. All right? If you don't have the hours available, just communicate with dispatch. And since we're part of Prime Logistics, you know, we have their pool of trucks at our fingertips. If we have to repower a load, we will. It's not a big deal. You know, so...
Main thing is this, man. People want to debunk and discredit a salary position as a driver. When you've been out there on the road long enough and you know all the hassles of shippers and receivers. Do we have the same glasses, by the way?
Probably.
Oh, very close to. Very close to.
No, yours are thicker. Right?
Very close.
This guy's like, ooh, squirrel. No.
Yeah, totally got distracted. Look, people want to discredit having a salary. Well, you know that's a bullshit statement because we all know how good it can be out there with loads and shippers and receivers, and we all know how bad it can be. And when you're stuck in a dock or worried about, oh man, I can only probably take 2 days at home because payroll's cutting off and I got to get out there and get one load in at least so I can have a paycheck. That's, you don't have to worry about that here.
You don't have to worry about, quote unquote, struggling because you have that consistent paycheck. And I'll tell you guys honestly, when I was a lease operator at Prime, you know, I made decent money. But when I actually look at the numbers year to year, I was averaging about 47 cents per mile after everything was done, and I paid my taxes, and I paid for everything, running the business, starting the business, everything, fuel, repairs, everything else. I was only making as much as a company driver would make at 45 cents per mile. After everything was said and done, if you actually look at what you're making, I mean, you see these guys running these lease purchase deals. I'm not mentioning any company names, but you see these guys doing these lease purchase deals. At the end of the day, they're barely even making $50,000 a year. I've ran the numbers. It's just like, look, if I pay somebody, you know, 70 grand a year, you know, as a company driver to start out, and I don't know if they're actually worth that, if they're actually not making me that kind of money.
I mean, don't get me wrong, though. I mean,
I can't afford to pay.
It'll pay off in the end once you own the truck and own the trailer and stuff. Yeah, sure.
If you stick with it.
You got to put the work in. You got to put the effort in order to get the payday. Now, but still, who needs, especially right now with everything that's going on? I mean, for Christ's sake, truckers are getting shot at fucking truck stops. You know, everything is just up in the air when it comes to, you know, with the pay, with the electronic logs, with the new, the rules are changing, like underwear. You know, it's ridiculous, you know. every day it's a new, oh, we're going to try it this way, we're going to try it that way. And then for you to try to adapt to all these changes that keep coming and going, it's stressful.
Yes, we have a rider policy, but we would also prefer that you do not bring lot lizards on the truck. All right, Jose? I know he's joking around, but yes, there is a rider policy. Yes, there is a pet policy. If you have pets, I believe it is, I don't know the exact dollars, either $300 or $500 refundable deposit for pets. Lot lizards are not a pet, so no, that does not qualify. But what's Lonely Housewife does not qualify,
she does not qualify
for a rider policy. But you know, yes, I saw a comment earlier about bringing a lease truck to RST. Technically, if it's a lease purchase, and it depends on who it's through. Like if it's through Lone Mountain, we should be able to do that. A regular lease at Prime, no. But an ACE lease, a lease purchased from Prime, yes, those could come over. Technically, we aren't recruiting people from Prime because we're part of the Prime family. We're not doing that. But if somebody really wants to come over here and try it out, you got to give them a 30-day notice before you can leave and come over here. But other lease purchases through other people, like third-party carriers, stuff like that, third-party leasing companies, you can bring a lease purchase to RST and run here as an owner-op. The owner-op program is very good. Everything is laid out on the website pretty much, so if you guys have any questions that we didn't get to today, make sure you check out rstriverside.com. Hit the menu. You can go to company driver, you can go to owner operator. You'll actually see a picture of the woodshed on there. You know, under the owner operator section, you'll see all the information of how you get paid, what the loads are, who we haul for, all that kind of stuff is on the website. You know, if you guys are interested in coming over here, make sure you check out the website first to answer any questions about, you know, just to get extra info before you start blowing up the email address.
I'm going to start putting out videos on my experiences about all the information that I'm getting now, and when anything new comes up, obviously we'll be putting out that information. But it really comes down to what this company is built on, and it's built on catering to the drivers. You know, I've said that before. I've said that at a lot of companies, and you know, Night Transportation is a good company to start out with. Werner's a good company to start out with. Okay, they all have room to grow. Prime's a great place to start out a small business. Okay, and learn how to manage yourself and all that good stuff. Raven Transport was an amazing company to be a company driver because of all the amenities they do over there. The only thing that Raven's not doing that we're doing over here is the salary. Okay, but Raven's got there's a lot of great companies out there, guys, that have great programs, okay? We are just one of them, okay? It's very simple. You need to do your homework. You need to ask the questions. I get it all the time. Where should I go to start out with? And I say, go to Prime, Night, or Werner. Those are the companies that I worked for, and I saw firsthand how they treat their drivers, and it's pretty damn good. Okay?
Somebody said earlier, does he even have a 3-year CDL to qualify? Yes, he does.
I've been almost 5 years now. Almost 5 years this, you know.
That brings up a good point, though, is you do have to have a 3-year CDL to come to RST, either as an owner-op or company driver, because it's an insurance thing. It's not that we are that picky. It's that the insurance company requires that our drivers have a 3-year CDL. It's just, and hopefully in the future we can get that brought down. That's just something that the insurance companies put on small carriers. That's one of the challenges of starting a company nowadays, is if you want good insurance where you can actually haul a lot of this different freight and haul Prime Logistics freight, which is actually really good freight, you got to have people with 3-year CDL.
Hey, hold on.
You know. I don't do that on this channel.
Tell them to hit the bell.
I'm supposed to tell them to hit the bell? I don't.
Tell them to hit the bell.
Alright, hit the bell, whatever.
Tell them to share the video.
Tell them to share the video.
Tell
Right.
just
Right. Is that the Is that how you get rich and famous? By telling them to hit the bell and share the video?
Tell them that you need more.
I need more.
Hey, look, people. There's a lot of great companies out there to work for. Okay, you need to find what's going to work for you and your family first. Do your homework and ask lots of questions. And once you do that, you try it out. And if it doesn't work, you move on. Okay, but get the facts. Learn the way it works. Okay, and once you do that, you'll be able to make a very educated decision for what path you want to go down for your career. Okay, like I said, there's a lot of good things going on over here that'll make a driver's life less stressful. Okay, it's very simple. When you don't have to worry about your paycheck, that's like the biggest thing. That takes all of the stress off of you, because like I said, you know, the main thing is the home time thing.
Trust me, as an owner-operator and, you know, running your own business, and the past 6 years of doing this, I've never had a guaranteed paycheck. Never. I never know what my paycheck is going to be week to week, you know, until the loads are scanned in and I know that they're about to pay. I don't know what my paycheck is going to be. That's very stressful. Adds a lot of stress to this business. So if you're just a company driver, you shouldn't have that stress. That stress should be on the company, not you. The stress of, oh crap, do I get paid this week, should be on the company's shoulders, not the driver's shoulders. Now, me as an owner-operator, that's on me, because I'm growing the business. But if I ever decided to just say, you know what, I'm done with, as an owner-op, I just want to be a company driver, this is how I would want it. I would want to know I'm getting the same paycheck every week, and I have the opportunity to grow and make more money if I perform better. That's the idea. So we start at $50,000 because it's a good starting point. If you figure out, okay, I'm going to run 100,000 miles a year, it's about 47 cents per mile starting pay. I don't know very many companies that start at that unless you're doing some really heavy labor or specialized work. Okay, 47 cents per mile to start doing 100,000 miles a year is pretty damn good money. Could it be more? Yeah. Do I believe drivers are worth more? Absolutely. But they have to show their value. You know, somebody can look great on paper, have a perfect record, never have an accident, etc., and they can be one of the worst drivers you ever hire. You don't know. So when you hire somebody, you have to look at their actual performance with your company. So once you look at those numbers, you say, okay, they're performing well, they're safe, they're always on time, you know, the customers like them, they work great with the customers, etc., and you're getting good miles in, they take care of the equipment. Okay, we can afford to pay this driver more money, so here's more money. That's just how it has to work. You know, and to me, that's common sense to me. I guess it's not common sense in the industry for that's how it's going to work.
Because
but
it's just
you know,
the way it's been going. The trend has been oh, I got to get these miles in. I got to get these miles in. Well, the trends are changing. You know, the way of things are you have to adapt. You know, and in order to be successful and pay your bills, you need to have a good business plan, a good business structure, you know, and having the chance to meet the owners of the company and talk with them about ideas and where the company is going to go. RST is definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the coming months and coming years, as far as company drivers. On the lease side of the house, the sky's the limit, people. The sky's the limit. So,
and it's not that we're claiming to be better than everybody else. It's that we're actually focused on what the drivers need, what the drivers want, and making sure that they're paid properly, taking care of the equipment's good. You know,
here's a good selling point. What is like the turnover rate in the industry is very high right now for many companies.
Yeah, it is,
especially big companies. What I don't know the exact number, but on average, what's the average number that what does it cost to hire a driver these days? A company driver. I mean, from drug tests to physicals. I mean,
at least several $1,000s on top of that. Since you know, I can come at this from a business owner's point of view. When I hire somebody, if I start you at $50,000, depending on which state you live in, now I've got to pay payroll taxes for that driver. Okay, that's a minimum of like $3,500 a year per driver just for payroll taxes, plus whatever state taxes they have. Like if you live in the state of Ohio, for instance, that's like an extra $2,500 a year that the company has to pay in payroll taxes. So nobody talks about this. Nobody understands that, hey, you know, if you're actually paying for all of this stuff for this driver to even have a job at your company, you know, it's very expensive for a small business to hire somebody. And, you know, if we don't know how much you're worth yet, it's hard to say, okay, yeah, we'll start you at 60 grand, because now you're at $65,000 or $67,000 investment in somebody you don't even know yet. So
with that being said,
you keep saying Food Mooch, you keep saying you have a question. Just go ahead and ask the question here, right in the chat. Go ahead and put the question out there.
Ask your question, Food Mooch.
But how long have I been driving? I've been driving since 2011. How long you been driving?
Oh, well, I think it's November will be 5 years.
So 2012. He started driving 2012.
Yeah.
So
so with that being said, for a company to alleviate the turnover issue and lose drivers, what they have to figure out how to keep drivers. This is one thing that you know, we tried to, you know, when I was at night corporate people came to us and said, what can we do to fix the turnover rate? I said, take care of the drivers. And Night Transportation started putting power inverters in their trucks, you know. It's small things like that that start, you know, it's a starting ground, you know. But, you know, what else, okay? The refrigerator, the APU, the salary. So these are all things that will deter a driver from quitting and going to look for another company that's better. Right. See, if you come into the game with all of the best tools in the toolbox, you'll be successful. Any company will be, you know, you won't have to worry about drivers quitting, you know. Like, I think on average nowadays, a driver will spend, you know, maybe 6 months to a year at a company and then go to another one, and then go to another one, and then go to another one, because all these false promises and all these things, oh yeah, we're going to do this for you, this is what we're offering, and then all of a sudden it changes. Yeah. Well, look, let me put it to you this way. It comes down to peace of mind, okay? If you could get into a company and have peace of mind from day one, why would anybody want to quit?
Also, the thing is, at RST, you know, it's like a family here. You know, you guys seen the pictures and stuff. Not everybody could be there. We would love to have everybody there when we go out on these dinners and meets and stuff like that with the company. But I've sat down with the owners of the company. Matt here sat down with the owners of the company. Most of the drivers that work here have had one-on-one conversations with the owners, and, you know, they know who you are. They know you by name. You know, you're not just a truck number here.
You're
not just a driver code.
It's
here.
when you become just a driver code and a number. When you got to call dispatch and they go, "Oh, what's your truck number?
What's your name again?"
That's when you lose.
Wait, who is this? What truck? I never noticed this truck number before.
That's when you lose that personability. You know.
Even our dispatcher prefers that you sit down with him and talk to him for a few minutes before you start running freight on his board on your own. All right, so you know, I've had an interview with our dispatcher. I'm sure you have. You yet, or
I haven't had a chance to
okay,
talk to
so
him. I will.
When you get to Springfield, you'll get the chance to sit down and talk to Dylan. He'll go over how do you like to run and all that kind of stuff. And the owner operators, how much it costs to come over here. It's your investment to bring a truck over here is pretty low. All right, as an owner operator, RST pays for your plates. They pay for your IFTA. They pay for your 2290. They pay for all permits. All right. The one thing you're going to pay for is you're going to pay for the installation of the e-log system, which now we're switching to something else, which is going to be a lot less install cost. All right. You pay a performance bond, which it's just, you know, it prevents people from just up and leaving having costs. So you have a performance bond that comes out $100 a week for 30 weeks. So it's $3,000 deposit. And if you decide to take your truck away from RST, you get that money back as long as you don't owe RST any money. Now, what that performance bond allows you to do is it allows you to use Prime shops and any other shop out there and charge the repairs to the truck. Okay, so if you have a tire blowout, or you have, you know, some kind of goofy thing happen, like you blow out a radiator or something like that, and you got to go to the shop, you don't have to come out of your pocket immediately with the cash. You can charge it to your truck. All right, so having that performance bond gives us that security of knowing, okay, they're not a flight risk, so we can allow them to charge repairs and stuff if the truck isn't on the route. But recap: they pay for your plates, they pay for your 2290, they pay for your IFTA, they pay for all permits. Okay, so like if you have to go up to Alaska, they're going to pay for those. They're going to reimburse you for those permits. All right, that kind of stuff. So that's a big deal. As an owner-operator, finding a company that actually pays for the plates and everything and pays what RST does is really hard to find. But your upfront costs, I mean, definitely you're going to want to have some money in the bank, you know, because your first week you might not make much, but after that, like, I think it's about, after everything was said and done, I had like $1,200 in costs to start up here. But like I said, they pay for the plates, they pay for everything else. You don't have to buy your plates. They'll get the plate set up for you. You come down to Houston with your truck, get that set up, get the e-log system installed, all that kind of thing. And then, you know, you got to go up to Springfield to get your fuel card so you can run Prime Logistics Freight. And then that's pretty much it. You know, there's not a whole lot to it. And the contract is very simple with the owner ops, the lease agreement that you sign. I think it's like 2 or 3 pages. It's very simple and straightforward.
Like, here's a case in point. I got a couple of questions from people that were sending me messages and stuff. I've been here since Wednesday, right? Right? Wednesday I got here?
Yeah, yes, you do get Prime's fuel discounts. You get Prime's fuel discounts, you get their shop discounts, you get their tire discounts, you also get access to all of their facilities and drop yards.
Let's go. Everybody that said hello so far, how you guys doing? We're not ignoring your questions. There's just a lot of them coming in.
A lot of
just
comments.
trying to just trying to set the record straight here. But here's case in point. Here's my experience. I've been here since Wednesday. Okay. Today's Saturday, right? And I still have not pulled one load.
But
I'm still being paid.
He's already on payroll. He hasn't pulled a load yet, but he's still going to get a check next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the company guys, it's the payday's every 2 weeks. So you get $960 times 2.
I probably won't pull a load
but,
till maybe Tuesday
yeah.
or Wednesday. Because I still have to go to Springfield, get my fuel card, get the chain racks installed, get the load locks installed. I got to install my Qualcomm when that comes in. You know, but I'm sitting. I have not pulled one piece of freight yet, but I'm still being
our
paid.
Our policy at RST is, as soon as you get in one of our trucks, you're on payroll. Where will RST be in 3 years after I go to Prime? RST will probably be at over 100 trucks by then. That's my prediction right now. Might be more than that. We'll catch the replay. Appreciate that. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share and hit the bell. I need more. Anyways, Matt's gonna do a lot of videos as he gets more experience here. You know, so yes, we're live on my channel today just to show you guys. Yep, he's here at RST. It's confirmed.
It's definitely confirmed.
And you know, we're here to answer any questions you guys have. We're probably going to wrap this up here in a few minutes so that the replay is not too long for you guys.
Let's finish it up with this here real
Trucker
quick.
District.
We want to talk about that real quick before we finish up. If you guys haven't already done so, go and download the Trucker District app on both Google and iPhone, or Android and iPhone. Check it out. Send us a message. Send us a friend request on there.
Joey's sleeping.
Yeah, Joey's
sleeping.
We don't want to involve him in this professional
He's
video.
useless. He's been sleeping for like 3 days. Is he alive? Is he breathing?
Hey! Idiot! He just rolled over, gave me the finger.
Yeah.
But anyway, go and download the Trucker District app because there's a lot of cool things that are going to be coming very soon. We're fixing a lot of bugs in the app as we speak, but we're going to be doing giveaways and stuff on there, and we're going to be holding special topic conversations on there and all that good stuff. And the only place that you're going to be able to see that content is on the Trucker District app. All right, so go and check it out. Let us know what you think. Give us your honest opinion on what needs to change, what needs to be fixed, because that, again, is going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the very coming months. So, if you have any other last-minute questions, hit us with it.
There you go. Somebody wants a hat. Send a message to Trucker District Facebook page.
Yeah,
I don't think we have any hats.
We don't
right
have
now.
anything right now.
We ran out of everything at the truck show. We gave out all the hats. We gave out Rob is in his truck. Rob, you can't see, but his truck's right in front of us. Rob's in his truck.
What we're going to be doing here in the coming months is we're going to
I don't know, Jose. I didn't get a good look at her, but
well, we're gonna, who?
Will's.
Oh.
He was asked, like, on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, God. I'm definitely not. Hey, look who it is. It's the owner of the company.
Hey, we got a visitor.
Hold on. Better put my underwear on. Justin, pull up your pants. Hold on.
I'm still live?
Yeah, come on in, sir. You're next.
We got
the owner of the company, special guest, Chris, arriving. Ding, ding.
Like I told
ding,
you guys, you know, it's a family environment. You know, the owners know who you are. They're going to be in direct communication with you if you have any problems or need any help with something. Say a load is screwed up, the equipment's screwed up, whatever. The owners of the companies are very active in trying to make sure that everything's taken care of for you guys. But it's getting kind of crowded in here.
We need a bigger studio.
We need a bigger studio? Yeah.
Eventually it'll come.
Hi, just got here. They're all out camping. Alright, well, if you guys have any questions, last minute questions, feel free to get them out real quick here before we end the stream. And Sausage Fest in full effect, absolutely. What? Who's
Team
here?
shower.
You've
one loofah.
You've got Woody, you've got Chris, and you've got Little Guy.
Shown actual size.
Actual size.
Yeah, I'm actually the tallest one right now.
I'm actually making them look pretty tall right now.
Hey, look, as far as Trucker District apparel goes, in the very coming months, we're going to have some hats and some t-shirts. So if you bump into us on the road, we'll be able to hook you guys up with that stuff. And then going forward, we're going to try to set up an online store where you'll be able to purchase, you know, said apparel. We're just trying to figure out all the details, so stay tuned for that. Go download the app and see for yourself.
It's free. There will be more updates to the app very soon. That's another thing I'm very passionate about. I have been for a long time, as you guys know, Trucker District, because I believe in the vision that they have in providing a service for drivers that's free, for one, because there's other services out there, but they want to take your money. You know, Trucker District is always going to be free for the drivers. We want to do navigation. We want obviously find truck stops, find parking, find hotels, find other things.
Wait, hold
and
on.
you're just throwing your phone everywhere. But you know, Trucker District is something that is just only going to get better and grow over time. The more you guys use it, the better it's going to get. So make sure you guys download that.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're the man, Woody. Little Guy, not so much. Man, you got haters everywhere, dude.
Comes with the territory. Comes with the territory.
What are you smoking? Woody, is illegal. I'm not smoking. It's not smoke.
And we're not scaring the kids right now.
It's vapor. Yeah,
hey, look, I wouldn't be. You can't be successful without having haters.
That's true.
So that's just a sign of successfulness.
I guess.
Let them hate.
Is that a word?
Successfulness?
Oh wait, yeah, it is.
Clearly, the benefits of a classical education.
You don't need an education to work here. You just need a CDL.
As the world spins.
Hello, Ethan and Eli. Someone asked shout out the kids. Anyway, we were at
Let's go to Springfield?
Sheet Cake Gang.
QC?
They dropped the ball.
Where?
FedEx did.
At your house?
No,
Christians?
just in general, they dropped the ball.
Oh, they dropped the ball. Okay.
Right. So they'll be in Monday. We're going to open up in Springfield.
Okay, cool.
You and Rob can go down there. I apologize. That's
basically,
I apologize. Right about that.
As always, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment in the comment box below after the video is done, or one of my other videos, and I'll get to those as soon as possible. You can also find me on Twitter at Woody the Big Deal, Instagram at Woody the Trucker, at the Little Guy Show on Instagram. What's your Twitter? Same thing?
I don't tweet. I don't have time to tweet.
I don't tweet either, but
I have one. It's called The Little Guy Show on Twitter, but I don't even use it.
If you want to send a direct message, Twitter's the fastest way
So
to
that's
reach.
truly where to go to get quiet from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys stay safe out there. Sorry, apologize if we missed any questions. The chat goes very quickly.
Try not to die.
Hey, that's mine.
Oh, that's your line. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It's your chat.
What's yours?
Stealing your catchphrase.
Forget to ring the bell.
Oh yeah, don't forget to ring the bell, all that kind of goofy stuff. Don't forget thumbs up. Share the video out for those who think they know about RST but don't. And try not to die.
We're out of here.
Peace. Say hi to the family for me, little guy.
Will do.
Bye.